Hello, my name is Chocolate 1000 and Body for Duty. Welcome back to an episode of Kirby in the Forgotten Land plus Starcross World. In the last episode, we managed to do 2 more stages here in Winter Horns. Or technically, well actually yeah, we done 2. We did Northeast Wash Street, Metro Run Ice, and then a significant amount of treasure roads. In this episode, we're moving on to some windy freezing seas, which is a little bit of a interesting stage to have to deal with when it comes to, well, not wanting to be fighting a strong wind that's going to blow you into a freezing cold water that's going to deal a ton of damage, in other words. Right, we immediately want the fire ability to start off, because the the flame charge, basically, not referencing Pokemon, just an FYI. You can technically use it to fight against the wind. It doesn't really do you wonders, personally, but it can put you back on track momentarily. So we're going to pick up this pipe, because that's going to be leading to our first hidden Waddle Dee, obviously. There we go. We have the option to pick up the needle ability. Maybe the needle ability can actually be helpful for something, but I do not recall what. All I know is hidden mission. Find a cave that's safe from the wind. And then we're going to have to deal with the wind regardless, deal with that buffalo to just jump into the water. We ignore it to get ourselves a figurine. We can then move on ahead to doing the next section of the stage. Tentacle. I don't know what those enemies are. I want to say they're called tech eels, like say Tenatech or something. I don't know. Whatever those enemies are called, I really do not like them. We just blow them off the fence. I actually just faintly heard a hidden Waddle Dee. Actually, gonna pick up the ring mouth. Go into a boat, enjoy meals at the sea, a hidden mission. Ignore that Scarfy, obviously. There's our second food. And our last food is over here somewhere. We're gonna dock bay real fast, hit this windmill switch, lower that spike wall so that way we can get access to the hidden Waddle Dee that's over there in a cage. And I jump into the water. God dang it. I don't think we have to concern ourselves with the frozen water mission in this level, because I think that was in the previous stage. I didn't clarify the detail about the bonus missions in the previous stage, Metro on Ice. But I think you do have to avoid hitting yourself in the ice regardless anyway. Right, I'm gonna spit that out. Yeah, a volume 2 figurine. But needing the use of fire to get our hidden Waddle Dee. Now we'll just climb up the ladder and go on to the next section of the stage. Which I think is also the last section too, might I add. No, it's probably the second to last. We're going to be dealing with a very strong wind in this one. There's no way you're going to be able to fight it at all. Lantern switch for you to deal with. Tells you exactly where hidden Waddle Dee is. I don't know if this Waddle Dee is actually found there by default, or you have to hit the lantern switch to make him appear. Right, we got a frozen scissor lift. There we go. We get the Dragon Fire Blueprint ability. This is one of the best abilities to actually have in the game, by the way. Right. Secret component over here. Contains the lantern switch. Leaving a trail of star coins that will point us in the direction of here. A secret area. Secret underground room. And this is our next mission to deal with the cannon. We just ignite the fuse, get into the scissor lift, go past the Gordo, extend height, jump into the cannon, and just like that, sorted. So last hidden Waddle Dee. If you actually fail to do it, you can just jump down here and do it again if you want. But why would you do that? Because if you fail doing anything with the cannon, it just resets the fuse anyway. Right, oh yeah, we've done everything. Okay. Hidden figurine behind a rock. And there we go. End of the stage. Do you know, I actually do wonder what Winter Horns is basically meant to be implied. Like, is it meant to be Kirby's own version of New York City or something? Because we had the subway. Can't think of the other stage beforehand about the structure to pay attention to. But anyway, we got Gordo Bar, Carmouth Cake, Sir Kibble, and that's it. At least they're all new. At least they're all new. This stage, though, is a little bit of a tricky one to do with all the hidden Waddle Dee missions. Just a heads up. We got just the regular tornado ability. I'm noticing that my friend is playing Pokemon Unite again. It's 2 days in a row since he's gone on that. I'm guessing a special event must be happening on that game or something. Right, okay, so hit all switches in one tornado dash. Good to know. And okay, got that one. It launched the enemy into it. Nice. Ah, damn it. Good. Even though I messed up there, I still did it within the allotted time limit. Right. Here we go. Oh, this is the time crash threshold I was on about. So you're going to see exactly what Time Crash actually does. You charge up the Crash ability, and upon release, it slows down time significantly. And you notice how you only get 10 seconds to do this mission, by the way. With the time mission, you basically stop time indefinitely. However, it does slowly pick up the pace again. You can extend how long this ability goes on for As long as you destroy enemies on your path. Right, we're going to restart because we need to do this within 7 seconds. And I saw that it was exactly at 3 seconds. Right, there we go. Just run into them. I probably didn't charge it up long enough, so I think it's going to more likely resume. Yeah, there you go. I didn't charge it up long enough. Right, I'll just run into them. They're slowly speeding up. No, once again, did not make it. Right, just start up there. So, like, don't do the full charge. Ah! Yeah, it only counts if you hit the enemies. It doesn't count if you hit obstacles like the shot slow cannons or even the roller coaster thing. Right, there we go. We got it, we got it. Right, on to basically the hardest stage in this level. It's not the hardest stage in the entire game because that title could go to one of the DLC stages that I've not even come into contact with yet. But all I know for certain is this is a hard one to basically beat every single mission in one run. I'm actually going to go off my bed real fast because I'm actually noticing my mattress actually like dipping down a lot. So I'm going to go and sit on my chair. There we go. Right, first thing for you to want to do, head underneath this rubble. Because there is a hidden Maxim Tomato which is part of a secret mission for you to do. You pick that up, nothing else to find over here, so then you're now free to move on to the actual stage of the Battle of Blizzard Bridge. Choice options of Cutter or Ranger. I'm going to stick with Fire, obviously. However, every single boss fight you're going to have to deal with, you want to pick up their ability. I realised I forgot to actually put in my Dragonfire ability. I just realised that. Right, we'll pick up Sword. And then here's our first secret room involving our ability we just picked up. You want to actually cut this spine at the perfect time to make sure that the cone of mouth ability drops on the platform that's moving back and forth. Then you drop down. Here is your first hidden Waddle Dee. But also, in every single secret room that has a hidden Waddle Dee, there is also one of these posters. Only one of them doesn't have a wanted poster on, just to let you know. We're going to ignore the Mookie. Deal with Lorena. There we go. Now we'll take your ability for the next secret room we have to deal with. Which is found into this area. So we want to hit that windmill switch that's going to gain access to that switch in the background, which is then going to gain access to us to get the vending machine to destroy that shutter door over there. There we go. I think this is actually the room that does not have the hidden Model D found in it. Unless I'm wrong. No, actually, I might be wrong, actually. Yeah, I'm wrong. It's found right up here. Okay, onwards we go. There, I've got a figurine for our trouble. I am not bothering with bomb, you can get lost with that. Right, deal with wild bonkers now. And there we go. Now we'll grab your ability. And then we can hammer this switch to gain access to our next area of the hidden Model Ds to be found. And there's a wanted poster right there. We'll hit that switch and it immediately starts a timed mission. Remember what you learned about the jump hammer swing. Just do that, jump up the ladder, pick up the car mount ability, and then just charge on ahead. There you go. There's our third hidden Model D. We'll just park the car up there, and then leave the area. And now I want to drop the hammer ability to pick up fire, because this is the reason why it's hard to actually beat all secret missions in one run. You're going to be dealing with not one, but two Wild Frosties, and you have to defeat them without getting hit a single time. And immediately I failed. So I am just going to do this fight and then just basically move on. Oh wow, they both wanted to give me a frosty hug. There you go. We want to pick up the ice ability. Thank you. Right, defeating them or guaranteeing you the the Frosty Ice Blueprint ability. I thought it was Blizzard for a second. I could be wrong. I was wrong. You want the ice to actually get rid of those flaming logs. Now, freeze this Kavu, launch it around the arch, hit the switch, and then get the Malform mode ability and jump into the wall. And there's our last hidden wanted poster. Guarantee Volume 2 figurine to be found at the very end of the stage. Make sure you pick that up. Saves you the grief otherwise. There you go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Beat Twin Wild Frosty without getting hit. Our figurines captured one of these. The Beast Pack managed to capture these three Waddle Dees in one golden cage. If they work together, they might be able to... Oh, never mind. They're too sad to move. All they can do is cry out for help. Somebody save them. And we actually get the volume figurine for Unfriendly Fawn's Tropic Woods. Fresh ocean air and warm sunlight help tropic woods grow big and strong. Its giant coconuts will cause big explosions after they drop. It has non-exploding coconuts too, and they're supposed to be delicious. Few have ever tasted them, but many have tried. And after doing that stage, we've immediately gone through the whole of Winterhorns to go right up to where the boss arena is. Yeah. The fact that you only get 4 stages to do in the first 4 levels before the boss fight. That's why I actually feel like it's so quick to actually get through this entire game. And we've got 2 more treasure rows to do. So I might as well do them now while I think about it. Carmel being the first one. Shouldn't take too long. Right, so we have 40 seconds to get to the end of the stage. Do your best to avoid hitting enemies if you can, because I think hitting the enemies actually temporarily slows you down. Just gonna jump on that, so that way we don't slow down. I jumped too far that I did not give myself enough time to register doing another jump. Yeah, those Bonto bursts are just basically there to slow you down. Ah, damn it! I actually had it that time and I jumped too early. Right, try to avoid the Bonto burst this time. Unfortunately, I hit that one, but that's fine. It didn't slow me down significantly. Yeah, just constantly do the jumps so you're not fighting against the treadmill. Okay, good. Right, take the shortcut. There we go. Got it. Right, what's the other one we gotta do? Ice. Okay. Right, just ignoring the enemies apart from these ones. Yeah, you want to actually freeze the enemies by mashing the B button at a convenient time, and then get to move on ahead. Try not to hit the obstacles if you can. There we go. Booyah! No issue whatsoever. Now, I'm actually going to save the grief of having to go through the entirety of Battle of Blizzard Beach. The Battle of Blizzard Beach. Yeah, we're going to Disney World. Yeah, God's sake. The Battle of Blizzard Bridge. I am going to do that off camera to get the one mission, because you know what the hidden mission is. Beat the 2 Wild Frosties without getting hit a single time. That's all you have to do. Battle of Blizzard Beach. My God. Right. While I take the liberty of upgrading our new ability... Oh! Well, we've expanded the town even more, so we can now do this. We can now play flash fishing. Try to land some big catches. I unfortunately do not have enough time to actually show this. Same for this over here, the Waddle Dee's item shop plus the Tilt and Roll Kirby game. We will be showing the flash fishing and the Tilt and Roll Kirby in the next episode, okay? Because remember when I actually did the whole concept of buy a significant ton of food to get the figurine for this Cafe Waddle Dee? Same implies for that shop up there. You got 3 items that you can buy. The green bottle you see gives you life up, so that means your health bar up there in the top left basically shows 2 health bars instead of just 1. The red gives you an attack power boost, and the blue gives you a speed power boost. So you want to keep buying items from that Waddle Dee, and you get a figurine for your trouble for doing so. I believe he will give it you after you buy 10 items from him specifically. I do not know, but I will be taking the liberty of doing that off camera. So in the next episode, we will begin by doing some flash fishing and then Tilt and Roll Kirby before going to the boss fight of Winter Horns. By the time of me finishing this video, if I do not, again, I said this 2 episodes ago, if I do not get the chance to do another recording on Sunday next week, or I upload this video literally moments before Christmas Day, enjoy your Christmas time and enjoy the new year, and we'll be seeing you in 2026. But if I do get the chance to do it next Sunday, I will do 4 more episodes next Sunday. Either way, next episode, flash fishing, Tilt and Roll Kirby, boss fight in Winter Horns, which will then end the era of Christmas in this game. See you guys then.